you're looking that way.
Looking that way, so here we are.
We're back, live from Vondelpark. How do you say it?
Vondelpark in Amsterdam.
Which sounds pretty bad. Oh well. Yes.
This
Thank
is
you.
a retake, people, because we had technical problems just like last time. So we had a lot of laughs, and then we were only on our phone, so we decided just to do a retake and do it again.
And we're really doing it in public.
Yes.
You can
go ahead. A lot of people passing by.
And we're on this lovely bridge right in the center of the park, and we just wanted to give a quick recap, not do a full 10 minutes, because, well, first of all, we got a bigger audience, and we're not quite prepared for that. But the reason why we're doing a retake, let's talk about that. First of all, Instagram and me and Natasha, we just don't get how to do live there. Also, you have faulty equipment. Or we fixed it. We fixed it. Let us know if you can hear us over there in Helderheide.
Yeah.
But we've noticed we can't download the video to share it in other places. The only video that worked was the one on my Instagram. So here we are. Take two.
Take two.
So, what did we talk about? What did we talk about
Yeah,
this
so
morning?
what we were talking about this morning was about the must do a spiritual practice, you know? Must do, and also the guilt when you don't do it. That's what we talked about.
Well, and is every spiritual practice the same? So I was talking to Tasha about it, and I was saying I have fallen out of my meditation practice. I used to get up early in the morning, and I would do all these things and check a list. And lately, I haven't been feeling like doing it. I just get up, listen to a podcast, and have a couple giggles in the morning, and maybe write in my book, but it's been a while. So I've been feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and Natasha said, well, you know, that's what it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be something that you're put upon or...
Yeah, you feel guilty about, because that's only going to add to your feeling of not feeling well.
Yeah, or inspired to do it.
Yeah, so so it's all about doing something that fits you, and it's just like tides and like waves. You know, like you do some things and you like it, and then you suddenly stop with it, doing it. So that happens. That just happens, and then you can start all over again and do it again, or do something else, because we also talked about the fact that our practices change. They have changed a lot, and so it's also about change and doing something that you really like. And that's fitting at that moment, right?
Exactly. And so how we talked about it is we each have our own way of checking in. And checking in can mean anything for anyone. And what's important about this is your practice has to fit you in the moment.
Yeah.
Right now. So what do you do to check in?
Yeah, so, well, I do several things as a spiritual practice, but what I've been doing, for years now, is whenever I feel there's something off, I take a moment just to check in with myself, just like maybe on the toilet, maybe on the tram, or you know, wherever I am, on the couch, or on my bike even, but very carefully, of course. Is what I do is I just check in for a moment. If I can close my eyes and I just ask my question, so how do I feel at the moment, and what do I want, and what do I need right now? And that's just very helpful. And then I can make a conscious choice to either stay where I am and do what I already did, but it's a conscious choice, or just change something in my situation. That's very helpful. So, yeah, so you can try that if you want to, but I'm very curious also to know about your practice, and I also would love to have people sharing their practices.
Yeah.
So what's your practice?
Mine's very similar. It also depends on where I am. So like, I can't do it all the time, but what I usually do is I just take my hand and put it over my heart and just check in. And usually ask an open-ended question, like what you were saying. You know, what do I need most right now? What makes me feel good in this moment right now? And that helps me go, okay, what I'm doing right now is enough. Because it's not about the doing, it's about being in that moment. Another thing that I suggested in this morning's live that didn't make it was to just focus in on your breath. If you don't want to do this, just focus 4 breaths in, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4. It's the yoga breath thing. For people who want to disconnect a little from this if it's too much. But that's what I do.
Yeah.
And I always make sure it's a question about this moment now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also because being in the now really helps me. Because we often think about what went wrong or what we should have done we didn't do. And that's really taking us out of our power and out of our energy.
Yep.
So when you are in the now, you're not busy with the past or the future, then you can really stay in the now and then can check in with yourself. So what do I need now? What do I want now? I think that's, for me, the most important lesson I had about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's really helpful. So, but I really want to know also, the people who are watching this in the replay or now.
Willem.
Hi, Willem. Is what your practice is. So give us your practices. So it might be interesting to try others as well. And
maybe not call it practice. What is it when you're feeling a little kind of in your head too much and you've got a lot of something going on, stressed out?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a matter of turning on your favorite song, hanging out with a good friend.
Yeah, or just go for a walk, or do something active or be in nature. So you don't have to call it a spiritual practice.
No.
It can be just something to help you to feel yourself again, right?
Right.
Yeah, so share please.
So I guess the last thing we want to say is we're going to make this a consistent show once we get our technical stuff in order.
Which might take a while.
Because we do both feel funny walking around the park with these sticks.
And a lot of people passing by, but it's fun. It's real fun.
But anyway, so we would love to invite you in more to interact with our with our live show. So every couple weeks we're going to do another one. Yeah, we are on this really beautiful bridge.
It's beautiful, yeah.
That bridge. It's a gorgeous park. So we'd love to hear, what topics would you like us to explore? I do self-love. Natasha?
Yeah, I do. I help people get out of their head into their hearts, also in the body.
Yeah.
That's what we share both. And I also work with my energy. We have a lot of things in common.
Yep.
So please, if you have any questions or any remarks, please let me know.
Topics,
let us know.
ideas.
And the great thing is that we've been meeting in the Rose a lot, and today we just went with our intuition and we looked for some rooms and we had a wonderful tour there.
Yes.
So we decided to do a small retreat in the Rose in probably September. So
yeah. So you're getting it first.
Yoo-hoo!
Basically fresh from inspiration.
Yes.
So we hope you will join us in a couple months. And stay tuned to the Nath&Susan show.
And have a wonderful day.
Thanks for joining us again. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Willem.